Okay, Sight Word Warrior. So I can choose any grade level. So notice the icon becomes a hand. But grade 1 and grade 2 are locked out. You would have to pass kindergarten first. Even if you were actually in first or second grade, is the plan. I could potentially say that, hey, if you are this account and you're in first grade or second grade, it's unlocked, but that's not the current plan. Current plan is there's one game, and in order to get to grade 1 and grade 2, you got to prove you can pass grade kindergarten. So I click on it, you see it highlights. Now I can choose my path. I'm going to choose path A because that's the one I've actually done so far. All these words in here are high frequency words, which is the whole point of the game. Oh my gosh. Apparently I can't do path A. I'll do path B. Okay. Okay, so you walk. You basically have to walk 3 times in order to get into a battle. And then the word comes up. It shows the correct spelling. Ooh. Somehow there's the defect there that I clicked the right spelling and it took away health. It's not supposed to. Okay, and I believe you have to, on the first level, so we're on the first level right now, the bubble stays open the whole time. Usually there's supposed to be more correct spellings than this, but the bubble stays open the whole time so you can see their correct spelling. And it's kind of a learning phase. Once you've beat it, you click continue and you keep walking. Yeah, you can't watch too much on the main page, but you can walk a little bit. Day. Okay, so that's how quickly it's supposed to normally happen. That many I might have to look into because it didn't have many correct spellings. So I have triggers in the past that say, hey, based on this random occurrence, which one should be a correct spelling and which one should be some kind of incorrect spelling. And then when we get to later areas, this this bubble up top will be only available temporarily. As you notice, like the bar on the right is the monster's health, the bar on the left here, which is 97, is my health. I haven't actually entered anything incorrectly, but there was some sort of glitch there with many. It's not set up now, but when when this is fully ready, I need to create a intro video, which kind of sets the stage for the story before this first level even starts. So it lets you know like what you're doing, and it'll tie into the story at the end. Essentially, you live in the land of Lernia, and it's a land where learning was key, and the general overthrew everything to steal all the learning. So now you got to restore the learning. You're the prince, I think, of the area. I'm planning to do a sort of ethnic female as the main character of the math version of this game, and then leave the sort of Caucasian or Asian um, main character here as the protagonist of the sight word game. That way I don't have to like duplicate assets and recreate all the videos included in this. Yeah, so in each level you'll have your main background where you walk across, and then, oh, many, again, the top one. It's the top one specifically, I think. I'm not going to click that top one. Yeah, normally when you let the top one, or you let the correct one reach you, it creates damage. I haven't shown you that yet. I'm going to speed up and get through this. They will not normally have the ability to speed up, but for the sake of showing you in this video, I will show it. I also need to improve the audio quality. I minimize the audio quality just for the sake of loading time, but I think I went too far. This audio quality is not good enough. Everything else, like the minimization of image and video quality, I think worked well, but the minimization of audio quality went too far. Like, I need better audio quality than this. Okay, you reach this ladder. Oh, whoops. When I actually launch the game, I will take away the multiplier speed. It's just for testing. Can I go up here? No, I cannot. It's probably because... Yeah, that's why. It's because, darn. It's because I sped it up and I was able to click in advance of going up. So it's conditioned like, hey, once you're like 28 sequences forward, then you can go up. And now we reach the first final boss. Which isn't supposed to take that long. If I had a correct spelling of a different word, that's not supposed to happen. But it does happen for some reason. I think it's because of, you suggested it's because all the triggers are happening at the same time instead of a slight delay that nobody would ever notice. I'm going to need to do that in order to fix the occasional discrepancy. You do get health back at the end of a boss battle, so this is the first boss. So I temporarily made it where you get 20 health back. I might taper it back down to 15, but 20 is basically so I can get my son to play it and test it for me. Okay, so some of these are X'd out. You can't use them at all based on where you are. That's that top menu. Oh, there we go again. I too far. That's probably gonna throw off my stuff. I need to figure out a way to prevent that. Oh, whoops. It's funny how you get that, whatever that's called when the word loses meaning. I did it again. So I'm probably not going to be on the bridge after this. I need to fix that so it's not possible. Okay, yeah, see how I'm on the top of the bridge? I'm supposed to be on the middle of the bridge. So basically each level is a biome. You have different monsters. Same words though. I'm keeping the same word set throughout the entire run, so to speak, through the 4 levels. And the thing that changes is the shucks difficulty level to pass those levels. But the word set is the same. And honestly, because of the amount of times you're exposed to those words, it doesn't feel too repetitive to me. I feel like, if anything, this is good because I want them to get exposed to these same words and be able to master them. And 1 level doesn't feel like enough to master them. Although, dang it, that many at the top. I should learn by now. Not gonna touch it. Really? I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know what happened there. So if you can help me identify what happened on the last one, why did I lose life? Maybe there was a correct spelling that I didn't recognize. It's going slower. I don't know if this is internet related or what, but normally it's not this slow. Oh, it's a little harder to do on fast setting. And again, this is faster than it would actually be. It's at 1.5 or whatever the speed is. It might be 2.0. I'd have to look again. So yeah, I wouldn't expect a kindergartner to react to this speed. So even though it made the oof sound, I need to figure out why it makes the oof sound. Whenever you win the boss battle, what it does is it gives you your 20% life back. Yeah, I'm at 2.0, so this is way faster than I'm expecting them to do it. Twice as fast, really. Oh, there we go again. Okay. There goes again. Again, this is faster than I expect them to do it. This is just for your purposes. Okay, because okay, typically if I'm not on 2.0 speed, it tends to work out where I'm at this point at the right spot, but I'm supposed to walk up that staircase and then get to the end of the staircase and go down, but I'm gonna have to go one more. So yeah, if you have any advice on how to prevent that from ever being wrong, I'd be interested in that. Oh, I might have to go to a regular speed at some point here. Okay, I'm gonna go to regular speed now. And yeah, keep that in mind. Think about like whether these speeds feel appropriate. Not the fast speed, but the real speed. So here's the real speed. Over. Is this appropriate for kindergarten to second grade students on a tablet where they click the words with their finger? They don't need mouse skills. Right now I'm using a mouse. Can you disappear into this fiery world? Again, the loading time isn't normally this bad, so I think, I don't know, something's wrong with my internet tonight. Yeah, and part of this is me also asking, like, with the first level having the bubble full time, and the subsequent levels only showing the bubble every so often, like I think it's every 18 seconds. Is that enough or too much or whatever for learning? Or do I need to adjust how often the bubble is up there? Like, is this assuming they know the words too much? Like, so I'll probably have you analyze not only how to make a script for this game and like what to show, but I'll probably have you also analyze first the philosophy here. So like the first boss can use all words. That's kind of his thing. Like, hey, it's the same speed of word, but now it's not the same word every time. It's not like a monster, which is one word. It's all the words. The second boss is all the words, but they come from different locations. His third boss is all the words and comes from different speeds. Okay, and then the fourth boss you'll see. So here's the fourth level, which is, hey, we've gone through the fire, now we're on the volcano. The arrow is supposed to suggest up, which you can't go now. You have to go a little bit further in, and hopefully that's obvious. Maybe I should put a horizontal arrow there to say, hey, keep going until you reach this point. Seems like overkill, but my son was trying to press the wrong button before he'd reached the normal point. Okay, can't go any further. Boom. Okay. Feels like when the speed is normal, I have less issues with like walking too far. So as long as I constrain that where you can't change the speed, it should be fine, I think. I think. That was weird. Oh yeah, it's that top menu. I gotta stop pressing that. I thought I pressed that and had some success in the past, but that's my main thing to fix on whatever path this is. I think it's path B, because it wouldn't let me press path A. Oh, it still let me walk too far. That's unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't get a report out here because it may choose path B, and the only path I'm prepared for a report out on is path A. So the report out part here is not going to work. But just keep in mind that like the report out it shows at the end would be filled when I do a promo video. Appears that many is a damage whether you click it or not up top. Hopefully I don't get another top one. Okay, that one was not hurting me. Okay. I think as long as I make it to the dragon, I'm okay, because like at normal speed, I can obviously do it as an adult, no problem. Is this too fast as a kid? I don't know, but a lot of it is probably feeling too fast because most of my life has just gone from false negatives. So obviously I gotta get rid of those false negatives. Okay, and normally if I was one level lower than where my guy just was, the transition between this normal view that I'm about to show and where the video starts would be seamless. It's going to be seam full right now. Yeah, because I'm standing in the lava and then I'm going to drop down. Loading time is again longer, whatever the internet issue is today. What's funny is like I did this through Storyline, so like internet shouldn't really matter. But it's been slower. Right there, it had new as a correct spelling that I had to click because my triggers are set up to say, hey, if this correct spelling reaches you, you're damaged. But sometimes the incorrect word will appear. Okay, makes it but that means I get life back. Okay, here comes the big video. Get ready for this. This, I'm sure, will be part of the promo video, or at least pieces of this. Yeah, again, never has it taken this long to load. You have proven yourself. Going for the sight word orb. Oh no. This is obviously me speeding it up. So maybe the fact that I feel comfortable speeding it up maybe means it's too easy, but I think as a child, maybe it's not. Plus, by this point, you pretty much are probably out of life, and you really need to be almost perfect. It's really like, can you tell the exact spelling every time? So you saw some my versus not there. Let's find a way to fix that. I don't know why that hurt me. Or at least made a hurt sound. It's possible I missed something, but I don't think so. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I want to slow it down, but I don't want to like miss something in the process. Oh, here we go. Again, the loading. Maybe it's because I'm recording? The pacing of that is all off. Yeah, it's lagging like crazy. The context is essentially right, but the pacing was crazy off. And that's the first time I've seen it be that off. Okay, so then when you're done, if you just did path A, which was the plan there, or let's say you just did path B, then I'd have a default to that. It would show the accuracy of like words correct versus total attempts. So every time you answered the correctly, it would be here. And anytime you let one hit you or clicked one incorrectly, those would be two different kinds of inaccuracy. It would total it up, and this would be the final report. So you could go through all your grades and all your paths and see which ones you had done accurately or inaccurately for your session. As long as you clicked resume state, if you ever clicked restart, it would restart it all. And that would be like kind of like your local data. But to create non-local data, beyond just, yes, you've passed the entire course, so maybe I have a different score for kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Maybe this long term isn't one program. But yeah, to have you pass the program, you'd need your LMS to say, yes, that person's passed all 4 paths of that grade. Maybe there's 3 different SCORM for 3 different grades. But yeah, the grade level, or sorry, the path level data and the word level data would exist entirely inside the game, inside their instance, unless I did an API and like captured all this data per their login. But I'd have to create like some sort of, I mean, I guess it would automatically happen because they've logged into their LMS. I'm not expert on that. So that's how it works. You close this, and it brings it back to the home page. Now I click kindergarten, and boom, path B is done. Okay, I could do it again, but when I do it again, it like resets all my current state data. So all the stuff I just saw in view status, all this, if I'm on path B, which I can't even click now because I haven't set it up, it'd be a bunch of zeros if I chose to redo path B. But as long as I leave path B done for kindergarten, so like it matters per grade, then those stats are saved, as long as this instance is saved and never reset. And I haven't really noticed a problem with SCORM, like reset data or resume state doesn't seem to have a problem. Seems to be pretty reliable, the resume state function. Oh, I can click path A. That's supposed to reset everything and you can now play the game again. It's clearly not working yet. Okay, so that is it.